They'll laugh at you. They'll doubt you. They'll tell you that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, that your dreams are too big. But let me tell you something. Judgment is free, and the world is full of people handing it out. People will always have something to say about you. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, there will always be someone who criticizes, doubts, or judges you. It's an unavoidable part of life. Some people will judge you because they don't believe in you. Others will judge you because they don't understand you. And then there are those who judge simply because they can, because tearing others down is easier than building themselves up. But here's the truth. Their words do not define you. Their opinions do not shape your destiny. What defines you is how you respond to it. What shapes your future is how you rise above it. When people judge you, it's easy to feel discouraged. It's easy to let their words sink into your mind, making you question yourself. You start to wonder, what if they're right? What if I'm not good enough? But here's what you need to realize. Most of the time, judgment has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. People judge others based on their own fears, their own insecurities, and their own limitations. When they see you chasing your dreams, working hard, refusing to settle, it reminds them of what they are not doing. It reminds them of their own excuses, their own failures, their own regrets. And instead of dealing with that, they project their doubts onto you. Think about this. Have you ever seen a truly successful person, someone who is happy and fulfilled, go out of their way to judge others? No, because successful people don't waste time tearing others down. They are too busy building themselves up. The ones who criticize, the ones who mock, the ones who try to pull you down, they are the ones who are afraid. They are the ones who gave up on their own dreams, so they can't stand to see you chasing yours. And that's why you can't let their words affect you. Because their words are not a reflection of your worth. They are a reflection of their own struggles. It's also important to understand that being judged is actually a sign that you are doing something right. Think about every great person in history, every leader, every champion, every innovator. They were all judged. They were all doubted. When Thomas Edison was working on the light bulb, people called him a failure. When Elon Musk talked about electric cars, people laughed at him. When Denzel Washington started his career, people told him he wouldn't make it far. But guess what? They didn't stop. They didn't let the opinions of others stop them from pushing forward, because they understood one thing. Judgment is free, but success is earned. You see, when you try to do something big, something different, something that challenges the norm, you will face resistance. People will judge you because you are stepping outside of what is comfortable for them. They will try to put limits on you because they have limits on themselves, but their limits are not your limits. Just because they can't see your vision doesn't mean it isn't real. Just because they don't believe in you doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in yourself. The most powerful thing you can do when others judge you is to keep going. Keep working hard, keep pushing forward no matter what they say. The worst mistake you can make is letting their words hold you back. Because the truth is, most people don't regret the things they tried. They regret the things they never had the courage to do. They regret the times they let fear, doubt, and judgment stop them from chasing their dreams. And if you let other people's opinions control your actions, you will end up living a life that isn't truly yours. Think about it this way. If you let judgment stop you now, where will you be in 5 years? Still stuck, still wondering what could have been, still letting other people's voices drown out your own. But if you push through, if you stay focused, if you keep grinding no matter what they say, imagine where you could be. Imagine the success, the growth, the opportunities that will come your way. Imagine the feeling of proving not just them, but yourself wrong. The best part, one day the same people who judged you will be the ones who admire you. The same people who doubted you will be the ones asking how you did it. Because that's how life works. First they judge you, then they watch you, then they ask you how you did it. So don't let them stop you in the first stage. Keep going until you reach the stage where they have no choice but to respect you. Your life is yours. Your dreams are yours. Your journey is yours. The people who judge you will not be the ones living with the consequences of your choices. You will. So don't let their opinions shape your reality. Don't let their words dictate your path. Their judgment is free, but your future is priceless. Keep working hard, keep believing, keep moving forward, Because when the noise fades, when the doubts disappear, when the dust settles, the only thing that will matter is that you never gave up. When people doubt you, it can feel like a heavy weight pressing down on your shoulders. The moment you decide to chase something bigger than yourself, the voices of doubt start to rise. Some come from strangers, some from friends, and sometimes the most painful doubts come from family. The people you thought would support you, they tell you your dreams are unrealistic. They say you don't have what it takes. They remind you of all the ways you could fail. At first, it stings. It makes you question yourself. You start to wonder, what if they're right? That's where most people stop. That's where most people give up, not because they aren't capable, but because they let doubt control them. But here's the truth. Doubt is not a reason to quit. Doubt is fuel. The greatest champions, the greatest leaders, the greatest success stories all started with people doubting them. When Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, people assumed he wasn't good enough. When Oprah was fired from her first television job, they said she wasn't meant for TV. When people told Steve Jobs his ideas would never work, they laughed at him. But did any of them let doubt define them? No. They turned it into motivation. They didn't sit around feeling sorry for themselves. They didn't try to convince people with words. They used doubt as energy to work harder, train longer, and push further. Doubt is like fire. It can either burn you or it can forge you into something stronger. The difference lies in how you use it. Some people let doubt consume them and they shrink in its presence. But the ones who succeed, the ones who make history, take that doubt and use it to fuel their drive. Every time someone says you can't do it, use that as a reason to prove them wrong. Every time someone questions your abilities, use it as motivation to get better. Let their doubt be the thing that keeps you going when you feel like giving up. Think about it. If no one doubted you, if no one challenged you, where would the fire come from? Comfort doesn't create champions, resistance does. Pressure does, struggle does. When people doubt you, they are giving you a gift, the gift of proving them wrong. But you can't prove anything by talking. You prove it by working. You prove it by improving every single day. You prove it by becoming so good that their doubts turn into admiration. The hardest part is staying focused when the noise is loud. When you hear negativity from every direction, it's tempting to start defending yourself. It's tempting to argue, to try and explain why you're capable, why you deserve a chance. But the truth is, you don't owe anyone an explanation. Success is the only answer you need. Instead of arguing, work. Instead of explaining, grind. Instead of wasting time convincing others, spend that time making yourself better. Let your results speak so loudly that no words are needed. It won't be easy. There will be days when the doubt gets inside your head, days when you start to believe what they say. That's when you have to remind yourself why you started. You didn't start this journey to get approval. You started because you had a vision. You saw something no one else could see. You believed in something greater than yourself. And if you give up now, you prove them right. But if you push through, if you refuse to back down, you prove to yourself that you were always capable. One day, the same people who doubted you will ask you how you did it. The same people who laughed at your dreams will want to be part of your success. That's how it always works. First, they doubt you, then they watch you, then they respect you. But none of that happens if you let doubt stop you. None of that happens if you let negativity take you off course. You have to keep moving, keep working, keep believing. Success is not built on comfort. It's built on the moments when you keep going despite the doubt. It's built on the nights when you work while everyone else sleeps. It's built on the times when you feel like quitting but push through anyway. Every great success story started with doubt. But the difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. One group lets doubt break them, and the other lets doubt drive them. Be the one who keeps going. Be the one who turns doubt into motivation. Be the one who refuses to quit. Because in the end, when the doubters are silent, when the critics have nothing left to say, the only thing that will matter is that you never gave up. Chasing approval is one of the biggest traps that can hold you back from success. From a young age, we are conditioned to seek validation from parents, teachers, friends, and even strangers. We want to be liked, we want to be accepted, and we want to be told that we're on the right path. But the problem is that when you live for approval, you stop living for yourself. You start making decisions based on what others think instead of what you truly want. And when that happens, you lose control over your own life. The truth is, no matter how hard you try, you will never please everyone. You can be the most talented, hardworking, and dedicated person, and there will still be people who criticize you. There will still be people who don't understand your vision. There will still be people who think you're making a mistake. And if you let their opinions dictate your actions, you will always be stuck in a cycle of seeking their validation instead of chasing your own success. Growth requires stepping away from the need for approval. It requires focusing on your goals, your purpose, and your passion. When you stop worrying about what others think, you become unstoppable. You stop hesitating. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop looking for permission to go after what you want. Instead, you move forward with confidence, knowing that you don't need validation to succeed. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by seeking approval. They got there by taking risks, by believing in themselves when no one else did, and by staying focused on their goals, no matter what others said. If they had waited for the world's approval, they would have never made it, because the world doesn't applaud visionaries until they've already proven themselves. Think about every great leader, every great innovator, every great artist. At some point, they were doubted. At some point, they were told they were wasting their time. But they didn't stop to argue. They didn't stop to explain themselves. They kept going because they understood that success isn't built on approval. It's built on perseverance, discipline, and unwavering belief in oneself. When you focus on growth instead of approval, you take back control of your life. You stop being reactive and start being proactive. You no longer let fear of judgment hold you back. You no longer shrink yourself to fit into someone else's expectations. You understand that your journey is unique and you embrace it fully. You make decisions based on what's best for your future, not based on what will make others comfortable. The reality is, people will judge you no matter what you do. If you play it safe, they'll say you're not ambitious enough. If you take risks, they'll say you're being reckless. If you succeed, they'll say you got lucky. If you struggle, they'll say you should have never tried. So why waste your energy trying to gain their approval? Why spend your life chasing something that will never be consistent? Instead, spend your energy becoming the best version of yourself. Work on your craft, improve your skills, build something meaningful. Because at the end of the day, it's not the approval of others that will bring you success. It's the work you put in when no one is watching. Success comes from growth, and growth comes from pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. If you're constantly looking for approval, you will never take the bold steps necessary to reach your full potential. You will always play it safe, always hold back, always hesitate when you should be taking action. But when you shift your mindset and start focusing on growth instead, everything changes. You become more confident. You become more resilient. You stop waiting for the world to give you permission, and you start creating your own opportunities. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to get everyone to support them before they start. They wait for validation before taking the first step. But that's not how success works. You don't get support first, you get it after you prove yourself. And the only way to prove yourself is to take action, even when no one believes in you, even when people criticize you, even when you feel alone in your journey. Because the truth is, the people who doubt you today will be the same people who admire you tomorrow, if you keep going. It's a powerful shift when you stop needing approval and start focusing on your own growth. Suddenly, the fear of judgment doesn't hold you back anymore. Suddenly, you realize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. You stop worrying about who's watching and start focusing on your progress. You stop getting discouraged by negativity and start using it as motivation. You understand that the only thing standing between you and your goals is your willingness to keep moving forward despite the noise. The most successful people in the world didn't become great because they were approved of. They became great because they didn't let the lack of approval stop them. They understood that approval is temporary, but growth is permanent. They knew that success isn't about making everyone happy, it's about becoming the best version of themselves. And that's the mindset you need to adopt. Waiting for approval, stop. If you're seeking validation, let it go. Instead, focus on growth. Focus on getting better every single day. Focus on building something real. Because in the end, the people who truly matter won't be the ones who approved of you. They'll 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 be the ones who respect you for never giving up. Success is the best response to judgment, doubt, and negativity. In life, there will always be people who criticize you, who question your abilities, who tell you that you're not good enough. Some will do it out of jealousy, some out of fear, and some simply because they don't believe in you. But none of that matters. What matters is how you respond. You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to waste time trying to convince them that you are capable. The only thing you need to do is succeed. When you let your success speak for itself, you take away the power of negativity. People can doubt you all they want, but they cannot deny results. When you put in the work, when you stay committed to your goals, when you push past the obstacles, eventually your achievements will make all the noise for you. And at that moment, the same people who doubted you will have nothing left to say. They will have no choice but to acknowledge your hard work and determination. The problem is that most people waste their energy trying to respond to criticism before they have accomplished anything. They get caught up in proving people wrong with words instead of actions. But the truth is, no one believes words. They believe results. Instead of getting distracted by opinions, focus on what truly matters: your work, your discipline, your consistency. Let your actions be so loud that no one even remembers what the doubters once said. Every great success story is filled with moments of doubt and judgment. Before they became legends, they were just people with dreams that no one believed in. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. Albert Einstein's teachers thought he wouldn't amount to anything. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. If any of them had let doubt stop them, they would have never reached greatness. But they didn't waste time proving their critics wrong. They just succeeded. And in the end, success silenced every doubter. One of the most powerful things about success is that it turns judgment into admiration. People might laugh at you now. They might criticize your choices. They might not understand your vision. But the moment you succeed, everything changes. The same people who doubted you will start asking for advice. The same people who dismissed you will suddenly respect you. That's just how the world works. People don't believe in something until it's real. And if you want to be successful, you need to be okay with that. You need to understand that belief in yourself must come before belief from others. It's not easy to ignore negativity, especially when it comes from people close to you. It can hurt when family members don't support your dreams. It can be discouraging when friends don't believe in you. But the truth is, their doubts are not your problem. Their lack of belief doesn't determine your success. You do. The only thing that truly matters is your commitment to your goals. If you let negativity affect you, if you let judgment stop you, then you are giving away your power. But if you stay focused, if you keep working, then success becomes inevitable. Success is not just about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about knowing deep down that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you have what it takes to achieve your dreams. And when you reach that level of belief, no amount of doubt from others can shake you. You realize that their words don't matter, their opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is the work you put in every single day. There will be times when the journey feels lonely, when no one sees your progress, when no one understands why you're working so hard. But that's okay. Success is built in silence. It's built in the moments when no one is watching. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the discipline. These are the things that create greatness. And while others are talking, you are building. While others are doubting, you are improving. While others are waiting for proof, you are creating it. And when the moment comes when your hard work finally pays off, there will be no need for explanations. Your success will speak for itself. The same people who judged you will have nothing left to say. The same people who doubted you will be forced to acknowledge your achievements. And by then, their opinions won't even matter to you anymore because you will have already won. So the next time someone tells you that you can't do something, don't argue. Don't try to convince them. Just smile, stay quiet, and work even harder. Let them judge, let them doubt, let them talk. And while they do, you'll be busy creating a future so successful that their words become irrelevant. Keep working, keep believing, keep pushing forward. Because in the end, success is the only response you'll ever need.